Hi everybody, this is Jennifer again from Paper This and That. I just want to start out by saying what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make a St. Patrick's Day card. I've already got it all cut out and ready to go. But I just wanted to give you a little heads up. I am now on Patreon.com. And what is Patreon? It is a site that you can sign up to kind of like give me a tip for all of my work that I do, for my videos, for my SVG files and my Design Space files. It's not mandatory. All my videos are still going to be free. The difference is going to be that my Patreons will be able to see my videos before the general public does. And there's a lot of other little perks or little rewards. It's not required. I know some people can't afford to give donations. That's fine. I completely understand. I'm kind of in that boat myself. But what I want to do with my donations is to be able to produce more videos, buy supplies for more projects, so I could give you some more inspiration and some more ideas. And on different levels, I'm going to have giveaways. When I go to Michael's or Joann's or shop online for my little hauls, I will make sure I pick stuff up for my Patreons for drawings and contests and stuff like that. You could donate as little as $1. Just $1. You could cancel at any time. No obligation. But it's not a requirement to have access to my videos. Some of my files will be for my Patreons only. I put a lot of work into creating my files, and I already have some posted on my blog for free, and in some of the Facebook groups I've posted, but some of them are going to be just for my Patreons only. And I hope you can understand that it's just one of the rewards for signing up. Sometimes I'll show you how I do things, how I put my files together, and then assemble them. However, today I already cut my parts off from my card. I did not do a video on how I created it. However, you will see me assemble this. And I hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching. And I just need to adjust the camera down on my workspace. Here. Just bear with me for a second. Okay. Now for starters, this is the base card. I brought in a bunch of shapes and things from the image library, welded them on here and cut it out, and used my handy dandy Cricut score stylus and let the Cricut score it for me. Typically, if you just start bending the paper, sometimes the scoring line is hard to see, but if you just start bending the paper, it shows right up. So burnish that real good. I love these kind of cards because they are pretty easy to put together. Now, the next thing I'm going to put on is I've got my sentiment here. It's just this happy St. Patrick's Day. And this camera setup's probably not the best. I'm going to have to work on that, coming up with something better. I'm actually in my craft room, not at my kitchen table right now. I am just going to ink my edges a little bit. And I think this ink is a little bit too light. Okay, hold on there. This is why I wanted to be back in my craft room, because I have everything here. And like in that instance, I would have been leaving the camera to run back here real quick. It's chilly back here, but it's not as bad as what I thought it would be. So I am going to use walnut stain to kind of dirty it up a little bit and give it a little bit of life. Kind of just gives it some dimension. And you'll see, I will zoom in on this when I edit the video. I actually figured out how to do that. Playing around and reading some tutorials on my software. I use Camtasia, and sometimes it has a little bit of a learning curve. Okay, and I got to stand up here for a minute. I got to see my Xyrons up here. Can you tell I was really totally prepared? It should fit down in here. Just barely fits. I like to decorate mine like I've seen some other people. Zebra stripes or something. This didn't. The K got squished, but I'll fix that with wet glue. Let's hope I did this right. I have not used the Xyron very much. I've used it a couple times. So sometimes I just find it easier to just go ahead and use my wet glue or ATG gun. But what I did was, I guess this kind of went in a little bit crooked in the Xyron. That's going to take some practice. Get that right. So I will fix this K here in a moment. But I'm going to go ahead and put this down on my card and line it up. And you know how it is. Things disappear and start hiding. Right when you're trying to create, you see it 1 minute and then you go to grab it and it's not there. My wet glue was hiding. And I do want to give a shout out to Melody Lane. She was the one who inspired me to set up with Patreon. And, you know, I think it's going to work out fine for me. And it's just going to take some time. And hopefully we will all grow together. Get my little dot for my eye on there. The next thing is I've got a hat here. Then I'm going to start putting it together. See if I can get this to work the way it should this time. See if it pulls through right. I wonder how much. I have not even bought a refill for this yet. I don't even know what the refills cost for this. But we'll see how this works out. Kind of making things a little bit easy. And I am off today because the kids had no school. This morning, I guess there was -0 temperatures. I guess it was supposed to get down to like -11 last night. And I think it's all as high as it got today. May have been 5 degrees above. You folks down south have it good. You don't know. I am actually missing a piece. His top hat. And I don't remember what that was for. This is real good, isn't it? I am missing his hat. The top part of the hat that goes up here. Well, I might just have to improvise. Here. Yes, I am going to improvise. Let's make it slightly, my pen mark's just slightly larger. So we cut right inside. Okay. We're going to try this and see how this works out. I don't know what happened to that hat. That really stinks. We will see if this works. This is what makes crafting fun, huh? Get to improvise. Not quite. It's a little bit short. So we're going to try again. This time we're going to make it longer. And we're going to try this again. I'd be happy with a close fit. You know, I'm not looking at perfection. That's what the Cricut's for. That is very darn close. Just gotta trim it up a little bit. I shorten it just slightly. It's not perfect, but it will work. And I should mention, this is going to be the first video that I'm going to wait to release it. I may release it later on tonight or tomorrow. That's going to depend on if anybody signs up today or not. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. It's not perfect. You can tell it's a hat. I think this piece is supposed to go across the top of the hat. There we go. That's it. That's the ticket. Okay. Now, get this stuff out of the way. I'm really not sure how I like or dislike the Xyron yet. As you can see, for me, it's almost easier to get out the wet glue, stick it on, and call it a day. Should be doing this under my craft sheet, but this is washable too. It's a plastic piece. What I'm doing now is I'm just sticking on my shamrocks. I think I need just a hair. This is when my fingers start getting sticky. I know, that's what tweezers are for. Should be using them. It's one part of the shamrock. Doesn't want to stick down. Pop a dab of glue there. There we go. So I've got those shamrocks on. I am actually almost done with this card, believe it or not. Despite that little mishap. These I also want to ink up. It is the border. Put these things away. So I'm not using them right now. My finished photo, I need to replenish it. It's like out. There was very little left of finished photo, so that's why I'm using walnut stain. I think the walnut stain is going to show up better on this cardstock than vintage photo. I am a Tim Holtz fan. I have several Tim Holtz dies for the Cricut machine. Or Cricut machine. Cuttlebug. Of course, I've got my Cricut and I use it almost exclusively now. I never used to. It used to be a a hassle to get my expression out. And then once I got my expression out, I had to, hook it up to my computer. I had to have my laptop right there next to it. Even on my kitchen table, I had limited space to load my mats and everything. So I started buying dies, even though I had all kinds of SVG files. Because what I did with that Cricut, with my expression, is I had several, I had Make the Cut and Shortcuts a lot. I did not upgrade those software packages, simply because upgrading them, like I believe it was Shortcuts a lot 3.0, not Shortcuts a lot, Make the Cut 3, still able to use, the Cricut with it, because I was able to load my software and the drivers for my Cricut. I was able to load my drivers for my Cricut, and I'm cutting a mat for inside, by the way. Wondering what I'm doing. I was able to load the drivers and still use it, and I used it on up until I sold it. Let's see, it's 5.5 across. So we'll just go to this, and then let's see, 4.25. We're going to go just under 4.25. We'll go to 4. But I have tons of SVG files. I've made my own SVG files, and I'm still going out buying punches and dies and stuff that I really didn't need to. So I had cut files to do the same thing. My other half, my husband, boyfriend, whatever you want to call him, we're not really legally married. We've been together for 9 years. He would say, "Why are you buying that? You got a Cricut machine." And now my Cricut Explorer, it's easy to put away in its bag. And easy to just pull out, plug in. I don't even have to move my computer, and I'm ready to go. Okay, so I've got my inside mat. And here is the finished card. I will have this file for this card available for people that become one of my Patreons. Okay, well, that's it for today, and thank you for watching. Until next time.